Live. I think you guys may have it now. Live. I think you guys may have it now. Live. I think you guys may have it now. All right, there we go. Yeah, that was my fault, guys. So, yeah, since you guys missed the intro here, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut the engine down here because that's a little bit loud in my ears. So we are in the Peterbilt 387 today. So, and underneath the hood, we do have a Detroit Series 60, 600 horsepower, 18-speed transmission. The trailer is the Transcraft Eagle. Now, you can run this in two options, either a covered wagon or with a plain Jane skateboard. We're running the plain Jane skateboard. And we've got the water barrels, crash barrels that you will see most of the time on the interstates, and we are sitting in Reading. First run is taking us up to Yakima, Washington, so I do have fatigue simulation currently disabled still, because I may be jumping around the map, I may not, but anyways, thank you guys for joining in here so early, and sorry for my screw up. I needed to click a button on my side. Alright, so let's get this fired back up again. TK, Kirk, Crizzy, what's going on today, guys? Yeah, when it comes to doing stupid things, Coda is the master at doing it. Mickey, what's going on today? Jake, great to see you. It is not the sounds today are actually from Robinikis. Since I know how to work around the SII files, I just went ahead and put his engines into the truck. Oh, we made it count today for sure, since I really don't do scheduling, and yeah, I basically just need to click go live in my dashboard in order for you guys to see that. Whoops. JV, steering wheels and stuff you can buy pretty much at your major retailers, Amazon, Best Buy, and things like that, even Micro Center if you have one near you. As for like a truck dashboard, they probably pulled that out of a actual truck and wired up switches and things like that. Hey, I'm learning, slowly but surely I'm learning. Yes, I did, Ark. The MX-13, the ISX, and he also enabled something else too. Yeah, if I'm not learning, I might as well be dead. Yeah, the D13s, 50s, and 16s, that's right. That's a red light. Oh, hey, we did not get a ticket. That's amazing. Hey, Dayon, I'm doing pretty good. How about you today? Yes, it is, Randy. You need to choose the exclusive interiors, so you will get the cruise control and your speed on the one side, and then there is a radio button there to put the GPS there on the windshield. Oh, as Boeing 73's enhanced driving experience mod is not updated, which does change the timing of the lights, we've been running without it, and they change way too quick. And it's not that I'm not used to it, and just used to the other mod. What do you mean, what happened to the sound? You're meaning the engine volumes. Basically, with Fmod, when that was introduced in 137, everything changed. I do have the game volume on my side, however, turned down slightly, and the reason for that is to make sure that you guys can actually hear me talking, so that way I'm not repeating myself. day has been awesome today, Randy. No complaints whatsoever. Well, that depends on, I guess, who you ask, Randy. Oh, I made edits to the sound because it was way too loud. So basically I've got... and my speakers on my side, I keep them low, like around 20 or so I turned them up so I could actually hear myself, but then you guys got blasted with sound on your side. So basically I went through, got to like a normal listening volume, and then made adjustments that way. Yeah, so we gotta pay attention to the lights on our pre-pass. Sadly, since this truck is not updated for 139, we don't have sounds for that either. And as I mentioned during the chat before we started, no horn sounds today. Hey, Landon, what's going on? Oh, when we're idling though, it sounds like there's some loose dash panels in the with the way this engine sounds. Hey Bob, what's going on today? Wow, you are early. Did you get off of work early or what's going on? Day off? Yeah, if anything, Randy, that would probably dry the fish out. Hey, Bryce, what's going on? Great to see you. I know I have an air oven downstairs. There are certain things I will not put into it, but if there's anything that I want to have like a crispy outside, I never did like a fresh breading or anything in there, but chicken wings, chicken tenders, things like that, those go in the air oven. We are in the Peterbilt 387 today. And the U.S. actually, speaking of that, Bob, passed a grim milestone. I think it was yesterday. 100,000 new cases. So they are definitely rising again here. Oh, the Jake slows me down. Yeah, this is definitely a different sounding Detroit than what I am used to. Sound-wise, Landon, I'm gonna probably give it a 7 or an 8. Oh, hey, Miguel, question for you. You said you were having problems with getting the NPI to work. The question is, did you add in the multi-mon config file that you also need to download? Yeah, that is a good wheel, Randy. That's the one that I started out with. Roger that, Bob. And also, since 139 is now out for TruckersMP also, well, actually out, we just can't run it on TruckersMP. You guys ready to wait another month or so in order for them to get updated? You, sir, got the good old one-finger salute. Yeah, because heaven forbid, they've only got one developer, which is MWL4, who can work with Fmod. He's the only one that has the knowledge, so it's probably going to be at least another month, if not more, before TruckersMP is updated. Well, it's not like you can't go on to TruckersMP, but downloading a gig and a half or so to downgrade to 138 and then re-download a gig and a half if you want to go on to 139, that's a lot of data. What? Guess what? We're blindly following a GPS. Whoops. I wasn't looking at the screen and I heard exit right, and yeah, we're just gonna go straight again. Alright, now we're going the right way again. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't fixed that. It's been like that for a while, I think. Actually, Paul, I have no idea. And I did change the horn references in the cabin files, but still, I do not have any horns. Oh, I plan on it, TK. I didn't see no 49X back there. It looked like a bus. Then I didn't see it. Yeah, we got one more day, basically. I don't think we're going to get a release date blog on Saturday. If we don't get that tomorrow, we're going to be in the middle then of November. And my original guess, and I'm still sticking by it, is the 19th. However, if we get it on the 12th, hey, I'll be happy with that too. Sometime this month, Paula, is what we know so far. We don't have a specific date as of yet. And I would assume, and normally, I mean, some people will say a certain thing about assuming, but I would figure that the more country gets covered in the game, the more players there is going to be. Hey Bob, we're just gonna say that the UK and ETS2 is literally one of the oldest parts of the game. It definitely shows for being 8 years old. But once we get to Yakima, we're going to put something a little bit heavier on than 3,500 pounds of crash barrels. And a lot of people do think that ATS looks better. You can definitely tell the older parts of ETS2 with the way that the trees are made. You do not see any of those here in ATS. So, I mean, it's visually, I think ETS2 is better. Now, we're just comparing base maps. I'm not going to be talking about DLCs, because the newer DLCs for ETS2 all have these tree models in them also. And if I do that, Randy, I'm probably going to run in automatic so I don't have to worry about swapping out transmissions with every single load that we do. But that's definitely an idea, doing just quick jobs. Yeah, there's a lot of paint DLCs for ETS2. TK, you can run Sissel's Mega Accessory Pack, and then if you want to dress up an SCS truck, there is also an SCS truck add-on that you would want to get. Because in real life, Bob, you're on a set of rails. You don't have left or right sides. Well, actually you do, depending on how many sets of tracks there are. What do you mean about the mod folder, TK? Come on, Trooper, get your butt moving. And then we almost run into him. Lovely. So, a question for you, Bob. That Bergen line up in Norway with Rail Cowgirl, have you ever jumped onto that and watched any of her streams? Yeah, they're all pre-recorded because it's, of course, safety issues trying to stream from a moving train without internet.
Turn right.
Now, the Michigan State Police cars, do they still have that single dome on the roof, or did they move to a standard light bar yet?
Keep to the right. And then continue straight. Navigation resumed.
And that's like the weirdest looking light that I ever saw.
In 650 feet, turn right. Turn right.
it's just a weird light to begin with. Ah, slick tops then, is what that sounds like. Mayberry RFC. Is that even the proper name of that? Welcome back, Bob. And I will say I dislike going through Ohio because their state troopers are all blue with the exception of one red light on the grill. And blue lights where I live are volunteer firefighters.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, it gave us a straight in it. Thank the goodness I did not want to have to back out a whole all the way in order to back in. And it's still going to be a little tight in here because we got a flatbed. At least we can raise the lift axle though, which is going to help. Yeah, the Mac and Volvo dealers, that inside fence is gone. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Alright, I'm actually going to go up to Grand Coulee. It's not overly long, but let's see if we can catch the dam all lit up. The last time that we were up there, it was dead black. So we got rapid set grout mix, 49,000 pounds. Alright, that's heavy. and we got a trailer full of the stuff. At least it's not double stacked pallets. To make it easier to get in and out of them. Oh, that's crazy, Bob.
In 650 feet, turn right. Turn right. Turn left.
We're using the Transcraft Eagle, and you can download this trailer on the ATS Mod Update Facebook group. Absolutely free. Ooh, and hear the turbo sound on this thing. Ooh, that sleeper is bright. What the hell? Sure, Bob.
Use the left lane ahead.
Apparently, I left the light on back there.
Use the left lane ahead.
No, he is going to be coming out with 1.6.7.3.3. Once point 3 is released, you will not need the fix. And definitely tell when you start lugging this Detroit too. Yeah, you're gonna probably will need to download all 5 of those files over again. That's right, Schneidermobile. You keep your butt right in that granny lane. And you may not need to, Bob. What I heard about what's going to be in point 3 is going to be a weather update. So, and no idea what he is doing with anything else. Yes, I did, Randy. That looks sharp as could be. And that purple that you have on there is just like, wow. And it looks great, Randy. I just hope it's still dark when we get up to Grand Coulee. Also, when it comes out, Bob, I can let you know what you would need to do, too. And I love now that when people upload pictures, especially your friends, well, actually, it is your friends, that it's right in your library page. You can see all of their latest updates. Hey, no problem, Jake. Welcome back. Gotta get our butts by FedRex. We don't want him causing an accident with us. Now, there's nothing wrong with black and chrome, Bob. White and chrome looks really good. And then get like a candy apple red and chrome. That looks great too. So, I mean, literally anything goes with chrome.
Using right exit ahead.
AC/DC won't complain about that one, Randy. I'm not going to tell you where I got it at, Jake, but it is on the mod sites. Unless you know what you are doing, you are not going to have engine sounds on this in 139. I've actually took some of Robin's sounds and threw it into this truck with a mod, so it's a personal edit that I cannot share for engine sounds.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
100 miles still to Grand Coulee. And it still should be dark when we get there too.
Turn left.
Take care, Paul. And I thought with the Western Star, the Wings of Awesomeness that we got with the 49X, that would have been so much better if we were able to change the color of the truck, and then the colors inside there also. And maybe one day. Yeah, I was gonna run the blue that I got from my Appaloosa skin, but I figured, nah, I have not ran a green truck in a while, so yeah, figured we're gonna do green since I haven't did that in easily more than a couple of months. Hey, Big Dub, what's going on? You really can't, Bob. You can just overwrite them. So if there's a color that I no longer want, I'll just change it to like a plain white or plain black, and then put something else in there when I get around to it. And we are going to take a quick sneak peek at the dam before we get over here too. There's going to be a traffic light. If the dam lights are on, we're going to activate the viewpoint. Oh, and they moved the viewpoint too. You know how it used to be like right at the railroad crossing that they had there at the dam? Now it's inside the rest area. And I won't be able to tell if the dam lights are on right away until we actually take a look. So I'm going to make a guy honk behind me, only because, well, actually, no, I can pull in and we can pull out if need be. Nope, no light show. We're not doing the viewpoint then. The 990 has been updated, Bob. If you subscribe to it on the workshop, Harvin did that a little bit before I started streaming. Now, do you guys want to go to another state besides Washington? Maybe hit up New Mexico, Utah? Oh, I'm sure he already had the updates ready to go and waiting for 139 to drop before he released them. Yeah, you'll need to get that on XPS's website now if you're going to do that, Randy, which is xpsmods.tk.
Arrived at your destination.
Oh, and we're going to be backing up in the dark. And with this one here, there is like really no light whatsoever, so this is going to be fun. And we ran into a pile of dirt. Yeah, the download on his website actually does not include that any longer, Bob. Amazing ATS on Steam is what I go by. What do you mean, Randy? All right. We're gonna stay. I'm gonna go to Utah, so we're gonna go to Moab. We're gonna take a nice little trip across 70.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Navigation resumed.
Oh, that one is a pain in the butt, Randy. That's one that people complain about all the time. I can't back up. There's no light. Good luck. Oh yeah, that actually may need to be updated once Colorado releases. With that video that SCS did of Denver to Grand Junction going across I-70, I did notice they do have some VMS boards in there. So gonna have to do some testing once Colorado releases, really. And although where we were just at, dropping off there at that mine pit with very little lighting, that's more the exception, not the norm of what we have here in game. Hey, roger that, AJ, how's Denver treating you? Wrong type of bindings on a pipe load like this. You do not use straps. You use chains. Straps will loosen up. So apparently that's not modeled for chains, but yeah, if I was hauling this load in real life, I would be putting chains on it. Yeah, snap binders or ratchet binders, that's for sure. The only thing you have to watch out for with snap binders is when you're taking them off, that your bar that you use in order to release the pressure, that you hang on to it tight, otherwise that's going to smack you in the face. And trust me, that's not gonna get tickled. That's not gonna tickle if you get smacked by that thing either. Yeah, it's gonna do some. It's gonna break your face pretty good too. I knew better than to try to pass them, because they were not going to slow down. And Mr. Little Bites almost ran into that guy too. That would have been hilarious. Did it whack you with full force, Randy, or was it just like a little bump? How's Denver treating you, AJ? We really need a hostess truck. Pop that open and take all the Twinkies. And back when I was hauling flatbed, I mostly had ratchet binders. I only had 2 snap binders. And pain in the butt with the ratchets, but for me, I thought I could get the load a little bit tighter with those compared to the snap ones. And as always, when I was running skateboard, no matter what I was hauling, and 20 miles down the road after initial securement, I was stopping and retightening my binders, and literally everything, whether I was using straps, snap binders, or the ratchets, and they did come loose within the first 20 miles. But afterwards, I mean, every time I stopped, I checked them, didn't really have any issues. Now, one Volvo mod that I used for the Volvo upgrade and extra parts, they did an update today, something about new mud flaps on the VNL. Has anybody seen them, or even, because I didn't activate the mod to find out. Hey Bosnian, what's going on today? What time do we need to be there? Let's make it daylight. Seriously. And he said, "Let there be light." Oh, this is the SES Volvo, Randy. I'll probably end up checking it out tomorrow. After I'm done streaming, I'm probably not going to be around my computer the rest of the night. Got way too much work here to do at the house. You guys want to hear something? You want to hear how bad of an afternoon I've been having? Literally, I started to put dinner in the oven about 3:30. So we were having Salisbury steaks, and these was the banquet family meal that you can get. Well, guess who turned on the oven, put that on a cookie tray, cut slits in the top, but guess what idiot forgot to stick it in the oven? Yeah, it needed something easy for dinner today, so that's why we were doing the Salisbury steaks. And yeah, yours truly turned on the oven to 375, but totally forgot to put that in the oven. It's like, I am such a moron at times. Seriously. I swear to God, if my head was not attached to my shoulders, I would lose it some days.
Turn right. To the left, and then turn left. Turn left.
I don't think I've done anything that bad, Randy. But literally, when I was a kid, I worked at a pizzeria. Put a pizza in the oven, didn't think anything of it. Normally, I would look at the clock because they baked about 12 to 15 minutes. Well, here it comes a half hour later, and the pizza was never turned, never took it off the pan to deck it, and talk about something that was burnt to a crisp. Yeah, was not a good pizza.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, question. Since we are going right over there, guys, do we do the pull through, or because the last time we did the pull through, or do we back into the door? Let me know there in the chat. What should we do? I'm just going to do it simple. I'm going to do the pull through. Fast and Furious, how's it going? Since I've been on the beta for a while, I knew what to expect. But yeah, the update is awesome. I'm having no issues with it. I know some people are because they didn't realize everything that was going to be changed. Welcome back, Mickey. Alright, let's see. What do we got in Salina? And we definitely can't do external market out of here either. As we are using a mud trailer. Let's see, what else? Ooh, lots of stuff. That's going back the exact same way. But we will go to Kayenta. What we're going to do, however, is we're going to go south and then we're going to go across this way. Instead of going back here, we'll just go this way. So let's get our butts over to Bushnell Farms.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Hey, Martin, what's going on today?
Turn left.
We did not. The last time we went to a Plaster and Sons like this and had that parking spot, we did a pull-through.
Keep to the left and then turn left. Turn left.
Oh, geez, Randy, can you make it a little bit more obvious? Ownable lowboys are in 139, Martin. Don't believe you can do special transport with them, but you can do your regular freight market jobs, your cargo market. Also, you're going to have access to the heavy haul DLC and the forestry DLC to haul those loads. You know, I will be the first to admit, Domino's does have a cheeseburger pizza. I actually want to try it. It sounds good.
In 650 feet, turn left. Turn left.
Hey, Darth, what's going on today? Welcome.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right, where are we getting our hay at? Still at the shop, Martin. Oh, making pizza is easy, actually, Bosnian. The most time-consuming part is actually making the dough. RTX 2070 is what I'm using. All my computer specs are listed below in the video description. I will be upgrading to a 3080, but chances are that's not going to be until next year. I may even go the AMD route with, say, like a 6900 XT. And before we go any further, we're going this way. So 348, yeah, we're going 8 miles out of the way. So yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about it.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Now at least this load is done properly with the way where my stacks are on this. If the hay was not tarped, good chance of a fire. Hey Eric, how's it going today? Welcome. Yeah, if you're making dough, yeah, you want to have that at least in the fridge for 24 hours. The longer it's in there, I would go maybe 2 days at most before you start using it. I'm also using a graphics mod, Darth, called JBX, so my game is going to look different than the base game just because of the graphics mod I'm running. No offense, Eric, but we gotta keep politics out of the channel, please. Appreciate that, AJ. I am Coda Eric. Or if you guys even want to, if you want to call me by what my CB handle was back in the day, that was Cobra. Don't ask me why. Someone called me that once and it stuck. Hey Miguel, welcome back. Oh geez, Bosnian, I am no pro. Most of the time I'm a rookie. Hey, I got a question for you, Miguel. When you were having trouble with NPI, did you download and throw into your ATS documents folder the Multimon file? You guys want to, my brother who is going to be coming in on Monday, you are never going to guess what his CB handle was. Ever since it was updated to 136 and 137, Miguel, no, haven't had issues. Oh, definitely a Bosnian. We are currently in Utah. And, hey, just by the way, guys, do you want to see a sign that says nothing? Pikachu. Good, that's good, Randy. But, no, it's from when we were kids. He used to get called Scooter. So that was his CB handle. He didn't even bother trying to name himself something different. Alright, so I'm going to have you do this, Miguel. Go through the setup, and do you know what driver version that you are running for your NVIDIA card?
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Okay, so go ahead and set up NPI again, Miguel, and also make sure you have your config file settings changed to what the game what they're recommending at row extended. And once you have that set up, change your scaling from 100 to 200%. And if the image gets worse, then you know you have it set up properly. If it doesn't change, then check your settings again. Sorry, Eric, no webcam. You want to know the worst part about backing into an alley, Randy? My truck driver class, there were 2 people who could not seaside into an alley. How they managed to pass their road test, I have absolutely no idea. Yes, Miguel, change the scaling in game. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give you an example. I just need to pull over here in order to do this. Alright, so right now my scaling is at 100%. Watch what happens when I change this to 200. All right, scaling 200. Now when we go back to the game, take a look. Look how awful that looks. They're shimmering all over the place and everything, and you can see it everywhere. So we go back and we change this back to 100. And there we go, good as golden again. So that is one way to determine if NPI is actually working or not. And also, may I suggest, Miguel, go with the bare minimums of what they recommend to start with. You don't need to do the sharpening and things like that. Just do their basic of what they're telling. Okay, now the next step, my next question, Miguel. When you go to the anti-aliasing, make sure you are choosing 4x multi-sampling and then 4x super sampling, I believe is what it is. Make sure that those settings are correct. If they are not, then it's not going to work either. And you did make the changes in the config file like they had mentioned? Oh, yeah, that's good point there, Bosnian. Maybe you put that, the code into OGL and not DX1. It definitely needs to be into the DX1 side, not the DX9. Yeah, 4x multi-sampling and then 4x sparse grid super sampling or something like that. Hey, look at that. I didn't hear any beeps. Good thing we looked at our pre-pass. We got a bypass. Good, no cars, because if you guys are wondering about the achievement, find a sign that says nothing, good thing I just looked there. This is easier to see at night, because if you look, you can actually see the sign, but right in here, there you go. We have found, there's your sign about saying nothing. and that view is gorgeous.
Navigation resumed.
Actually, where we're still in Utah, but we were looking this way towards the 59. So where this will be is basically between St. George and Page. And if you were running to Page from St. George, when you get to this intersection here, normally you're going to turn left and go this way. So you turn right, and then right when you get up here, you will notice this construction area. There will be a pool right over there, and basically you are able to run back into here. There will be no barriers blocking this. Randy, would you please? Yes we do, Miguel, because same one who was in here on Tuesday.
To the left.
And impersonating a verified channel. Way to go.
Turn left. To the right. And then continue straight.
Hey, Tony, how's it going today? Things are awesome like a possum. Hey, French bread pizza? Give me some. Now, by chance, Randy, are those the Stouffer's French bread pizzas? Oh, we are always trucking. Yeah, I even noticed that about like the Martin's off-brand or Walmart Giant Eagle. I mean, a lot of the time it's very similar in taste. It's like there's one thing that they changed in the recipe from the regular national brand.
Navigation resumed.
I'm curious, we got a 5,000 pound load of hay on. Yeah, I figured we weren't going to be over 45. What the hell are you doing? Make up your mind. What an idiot. I seriously need to get a button made that says you're a moron. It probably is not Miguel. And would you happen to know what driver version that you are running? You said you were running 0.12 for the NVIDIA Profile Inspector. If your driver version is before 445, you are going to need the version 0.10.
Turn left.
Yeah, that's the only other thing that I can think of is why it's not working is the wrong version of NPI. Now, driver version 442, you need version 10. For 445 and up, you need version 0.12. And you said you got it working in ETS2 though, so why it doesn't work for ATS sounds very fishy. Okay, then you're going to be fine with that. It's got to be something either in the config file or something that you're doing in NPI. And nope, probably is not your monitor either. Oh, I almost pulled the Gomer Pyle there from Full Metal Jacket. Turned on my right turn signal and we're supposed to turn left. I guess I don't know the difference. And it's more gonna be engine mods itself, Mickey, than, well, engine mods and also the engines that are in mod trucks. And I know why SCS is updating Fmod, but and some people just don't understand why all the changes are being made. It's a new program that they are getting used to. A bug was found that SCS reported and got fixed. And then with the separation of the turbo sounds, that was done on a community request for those who wear hearing aids. The turbo sounds were rather annoying to them, and they couldn't tune it out, so that's why they separated the turbo sounds. I remember that line. Yes, I do, Bob. I mean, most of that movie was shot in the UK. Matter of fact, I think Stanley Kubrick shot it all in the UK. And when they had the fight scene in the city away, that was a old industrial area that was there in the UK. They brought in everything needed to make it look like Vietnam. Yeah, Stanley Kubrick really doesn't like to travel.
Arrived at your destination.
Doing pretty good, AJ. Animal Mother. Alright, guys, it's going to be a little bit shorter than my previous streams here, but I do have work to do here in real life. So I do want to thank you guys for watching today. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, slap the living daylights out of that red subscribe button, and you can then enable notifications by clicking on the gray bell. Hopefully, if I do a stream schedule like I did today again, I don't forget to click go live. So that is, again, apologies for that at the beginning. Have a great rest of your Thursday evenings, everyone. As always, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip flop.